Hello, friends. Nice having you all here today. We all know this popular actress in the Hollywood industry. She's been in the industry for so many years, and that is actress Ada Ameh. Today, she's revealing something that a lot of people are just so sad to hear again. And we all know what she has been going through for the past few years now. Well, before we go into it, let me use this time to stop and say, friends, for those that have not subscribed or you've been viewing yet you've not subscribed, please take this time to hit on the subscribe button, also the notification bell, so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to those that have just subscribed, I want to say thank you. And to my old subscribers and returning subscribers, thank you. So let's dive into today's discussion. We know that actress Ada Ameh, almost getting to a year and some months now, thereabouts, we may say, rounding it up to 2 years, she lost her only adult daughter, which is one of the most heartbreaking and painful incidents that hit her so bad. And this is an incident that we know that it's difficult for people to overcome, especially when that is your only consoling child. Imagine how she watched this child grow from childhood to teenagehood and to becoming a woman. And all for her to just see that this her child will not live to cross 30. It's the most heartbreaking and painful news that a mother would receive or any parent would receive. And ever since her daughter died, if we've noticed that Ada Ameh has not been herself. At some point, some of her friends had to go stay with her, and we know Empress is one of her closest friends. Empress had to go stay with her to ensure that she is calm and she wouldn't do anything to herself. Even at some point, they showed where she and Empress had to go to her daughter's graveyard. That was early this year, to go and put some flowers on her graveside. It's a heartbreaking and painful incident that has still kept her in pains, and she's struggling so hard with it. And even in some of the recent movies you've seen her in, you could still see that there is pain in her eyes and all over her face. It's not an easy thing to just overlook just like that. But today she's just making a video to let everybody know that this is what is happening to her. In that video, you could hear her open up and say that she is going through a lot. She's having certain issues at the moment, and those issues is having is affecting her life. She went further to say that due to these issues that she's actually having, that right now she was given a job, which she actually accepted that job, but unfortunately she couldn't keep through to that business deal that she had accepted to do. And that the reason why she couldn't put through to the deal is because she just said she's having mental issues. And guys, we know that this thing, mental issues, is not a thing of joke. In some part of the world, some countries don't take mental issues for granted. When you go to some countries, when a person or a co-worker or even a husband or a wife says, I have mental issues, they try as much as they can to help that person immediately, because you find out that some of those people that go through mental issues, if they are not handled immediately or if no one takes care or attends to them, at the end you find out that some of them take their own lives because they struggle so hard. Mental issue is not something to laugh over, neither is it something to take for granted, or neither is it something to just stigmatize somebody with. No, people have mental issues for different reasons. And if we notice, like I said earlier, Ada Ameh has not been herself ever since her only child, adult child, died. And she's now saying that the problem she's even having now again worse is that the people who gave her that job that she didn't go through with anymore are now suing her. And she is saying it out in the public because she sees it as a very big struggle for her. Her mental health is very important, and when people are not mentally stable, they can't do anything at all. It's difficult when you're going through a lot of depression, you're struggling with yourself, Some people can't even eat. Some people can't even stand up from their bed. Not because they are sick or they are paralyzed. No. That thing, mental health, can really weigh people down to the point that you don't even understand yourself anymore. It's a very difficult state of mind for some people that are going through it. It's sad that she's going through things like this, and for her to come out to the public to say this openly, it has to tell you that it has gone so bad. And I hope and I pray that people should come to her aid, especially people that are close to her. Because once someone has mentioned mental health issues, they should not just be left alone or they should not just be ignored. They need help immediately. But on the other hand, there has been a lot of contradiction with regards to this video she just released. Guys, I'll be leaving the link in the description box below. So you're also going to hear from Ada Ameh as to how she is struggling with herself and with the issues she's facing. But the controversy and the issue that is having to come out from a lot of people right now, or some people, is that they are saying to her, why did you take the money when you know you wouldn't accomplish or go through with the job? At the same time, some people are saying you shouldn't blame her, that probably as of the time that job was contracted to her, she was okay, or probably she felt she could still go through with it. But as time went on, it could have been that her health deteriorated or the mental health issues kept on, and she felt she couldn't go through with the job, and that is why she had to stop. And right now she is saying that these people have decided to sue her, but that everything is going to be fine. From her voice and from the look on her eyes, you will know that Ada Ameh is just not herself at all. She is struggling a lot emotionally and even physically. I know, yes, so many people are out there having different opinions. Some are saying she shouldn't be blamed. The mental health issue is not something that people should just take for granted or people should play around with. It's not like saying someone is saying, I have leg pain and I cannot move around. That is completely different. The mental health issues can break you down from your head to your toe. You'll be feeling like a paralyzed person because at that time, you can't just help yourself. You can't even do anything for yourself. Struggling mentally is one of the worst ailments that anyone can go through. It can be seen as a sickness on its own because you need help at that time. And anyone who is sick need help. So also anyone going through mental health issues also need help. But then guys, what do you all think? Knowing that Ada Ameh was meant to carry out a job, and obviously from the way she's speaking now, they wouldn't have sued her if probably they didn't pay her for the job. Let us assume that she wasn't paid for the job and she didn't go through with the job. Do you think the people or the company would sue her? Would they sue someone for not going through to a job? Probably it could happen. Maybe in a situation where there's a deadline and you waited till the deadline for the job to be accomplished and you're coming up to tell the company or the organization that sorry you couldn't get through to the job because of your mental health issues. Guys, I know this is a very difficult question. Do you think that Ada Ameh should be sued in that situation, knowing that it's as a result of something that she couldn't control? Someone is saying that she would have said it earlier, or if she knew that this thing would not work before the deadline or before the time they required for her to present whatever she has done, and it didn't, she saw it not coming through, she would have said something earlier. But some people are still saying this thing, mental health issue, is not something that anyone plans. It can come and hit you just like depression. It can come, it will hit you down. And people are going through mental health issues starts from depression. It's this depression that will just grow, and before you know what's happening, your whole body system is just shut down completely. You start finding yourself doing things that ordinarily you would not be able to do, or you start having yourself like in a dream world, but you can't get out of that dream world because it's like in a dark place. It's actually a dark place. Being in having mental health issues is really a dark place to be. And well, it's something that people should cry out and open up to. Some people are struggling with mental health issues, but because of the stigma they may receive for some people that don't really understand it, or some understand it but they mock people, then some will keep quiet and they die in silence. It's better you speak up, irrespective of what anybody feels or think about you. When you speak up, you'll get the help you need. I'm sure people hearing this, both her friends or her colleague, would see a way to help her out, because when someone has opened up about issues they are going through, the earlier you help them, the better for their lives. Who knows what this company is going to do right now? But since they've already sued her, probably with the help and intervention of friends and other people around her, they may withdraw the case. And if it means that they've paid her and she is not willing or she is unable to pay back, then something needs to be done about that. And that is another thing. Sometimes in some situations where people are paid ahead of time, some people may not know that they won't be able to pull through to the job. And they will already start making plans on how to use the money, or they may even start using the money before they accomplish the job. In situations like this, it's always good for people, especially when you're giving contracts to handle and you've been paid ahead of the job. Due to unforeseen circumstances, it's better the person should either save that money somewhere, keep it in a safe place where they wouldn't have access to until they've accomplished the job. Because in situations like this, if you have been paid ahead of the time for you to accomplish a job, and then you have the money, you've kept it at the side, and when the time comes and you're unable to do what you've been asked to do, you may give them back their money. It may even pacify the company or the organization. They may feel you have caused a setback for them. Some may, out of the fact that you were able to give them back their money, they may just temper justice with mercy. But some, whether you have the money or not, for the fact that you have caused a delay, because not accomplishing a job would also affect the other party. They might have planned and then waiting for that job to be done to help them through, and at the end, hearing stories would have destroyed a lot of things for that company too. On the other hand, some people understand the company that is trying to sue her, the organization trying to sue her, but notwithstanding, this is a very serious case where the person is struggling with mental health. We hope and pray that something is done so that she can have the help, so that this can be resolved amicably with the people or the organization that gave her the job that she was unable to accomplish. And we also pray she gets the help she needs on time. Mental health is not a thing of joke. Please, friends out there, if you have someone or you know someone who is going through mental health issues, please reach out to them for the help they need, because it's not something that people should just ignore or people should take for granted. This is something that people should take very seriously. Some people have ended up taking their own lives as a result of the fact that they never got the help they need, or because they never spoke up and people around didn't even know they were struggling with their mental health issues. Friends, please speak up if you're one of them, or if you know someone, reach out and try to help them. Guys, nice having you all here today. Please, before you leave, do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, also the notification bell, so you get notified each time we upload a new video. I'll be leaving the link in the description box below, so please click on that link so you'll hear from Ada Ameh directly. Thank you and God bless.